Hey, hello everybody. Welcome back to the iRacing AI series here for race 10 of 20, going into um Old Atlanta here today, or Echo Park Speedway now it's called. Uh, Bowen Adams is your points leader over Mike Bliss and Angel Gutierrez by 2 whole points. Dan Park 18 back and forth, Devin Smith 19, 30, 50, 72, and 76, 93 for your top 10. It's pretty close all the way up to 12th in points, 95 points from Rusty Wallace and Kurt Busch, who is at 94 also. And then even the whole field, it's not really too far spread out considering how the points are going. But let's get on into Old Atlanta here today. And I'll open this while that's loading. Unlock. No relative. There we go. Bum bum ba. Ba ba ba. I'm not used to it doing that yet. It's still weird that it gives us this. And the track map will be down there. And let's go find Bowen Adams for watching for quality, as he is the points leader here. I get 2 laps of quality here. Let's see what Bowen Adams can do and everybody else. He's got a 2 point lead over, I think it was Mike Bliss and somebody else. Looks like Devin Zimmerman back in pole. Nope, Kenny Wallace and Dave Blaney. Zimmerman third, Bowen Adams is 10th. And you can see the top 15 there so far through lap 1. What about lap 2 here for everybody? Will anybody gain? Because the times are super close. Mal to pole. Kenny Wallace the second. Kurt Busch up to 5th. Bowen Adams falls to 20th. We will go through the order here now. Looks like Mal, Kenny Wallace, Lingerfelt, Dave Blaney, Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart, Devin Zimmerman, and then you can see the rest on the top. So we wait for everybody to hit pit lane. Alright. Let me know how the stream sounds for everybody, if anybody is in here. Alright. Let's get on to the race now. 151, 152 laps it is. Here at Atlanta. We'll grid and ungrid, and then we'll find our pole
Alright,
sitter
man,
at
we're
the
going
7.
green next time. Bye. Alright, man. Line up on the outside row now. Pit road is closed.
And there we go. We are on the race leader. We'll keep it on focus leader for now. And as the paints load in, we got Mal on pole over Kenny Wallace, Lingerfelt, Dave Blaney, Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart, Devin Zimmerman, Michael Waltrip, Casey Kane, and Greg Biffle, your top 10, Dan Park, and then the rest of your field. And coming from the back, Ricky Red in the 28. We get ready for the pace car to pull off here.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag is out. Mal gets a decent start. Kenny Wallace does too on the outside. It looks like the inside should prevail through turn 1. For the 7, and he will. No, he won't clear Kenny Wallace yet. Kenny, Kenny Wallace still there on the outside, riding the wall, and they're 3 wide behind. Almost 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Lingerfeld now for 2nd place. It looks like he will clear at 7 as Mal falls back. A lot of different lines being used here. Dave Blaney on the outside of Kurt Busch and Tony Stewart now trying to get around the 7. Mal having a horrible start to this race. Apparently in the 7 he needs to get up high. And Devin Zimmerman makes a move up here. Going around the outside, Dave Blaney now for 3rd. Trying to. He has a great run off of turn 4 and he clears. What about Lingerfeld? Can he get the Kenny Wallace now for the race lead? Mal falling 4, Devin gained 4, and up 7 for the 38 of Daniel Voiles up in the 7th there. Here comes Lingerfeld off of turn 2 to the bottom here on the back straightaway. He tried to get to the inside of the 00, but could not get there. That's going to allow the 33 of Devin Zimmerman to go to the outside of the 12. And he clears Zimmerman now on a move to go for the race lead here down the front straightaway to the inside of Kenny Wallace in the tri-oval. He's there to the inside and he clears the 00 for the race lead. Kenny Wallace now gonna fall back maybe, or maybe he gets a run off of turn 2 and clears Devin Zimmerman. As we go back now, Malika all the way at the bottom for some reason. And here comes Biffle on his outside. And he cleared, and the 7 is pitting for some reason. That's a really early pit stop. Unless he got damaged somehow, which it didn't look like he did, but... Or maybe they say he was going too fast to restart. We'll have to wait and see what the 39, or the 7 car is doing now back in 39th place. We'll go back a little bit. They single filed up front for the most part. You got Kurt Busch to the outside of Dave Blaney right now. Waltrip hits the apron there in the 15. And he does not clear. Michael Waltrip falling back now. Dave Blaney also gets past him. Now we go back up here. Oh, Dave Blaney got loose or something back there. But Voiles now to the inside, trying to go around Biffle here. Biffle has the fastest lap of the day so far. Let's see how that continues to go. You got Lingerfeld and Devin Zimmerman now going to battle for the 2nd place here. as they try to chase down Kenny Wallace on that 00. And it looks like Mal's not back on track yet, so he must have gotten damage in the 7. That's the only reason I could think he would pit that early. Bad luck that he got the pole here today. And since they're single file for the most part, let's go see what happened to the 7. I know he's coming back out on track. The only thing I can think is he got damaged somewhere, which, from what, I don't know. Maybe he hit the wall or something. They did go 3 wide here. Oh, he did hit the wall when they went 3 wide. Okay. And now he's back out on the track, but Dave Blaney pits, so Blaney might have hit the wall also. There's a big pack of cars back here as we go back up front. Lingerfeld now to the outside of Kenny Wallace for the race lead, and he's got the race lead now. And he clears the 00. Can Devin Zimmerman do anything down to 33? As we go back, Mal with fresh tires now going around these guys. Dan Park trying to go around Jacob Prevost. Dan cannot get it, the 40. Jacob moves up to 9th. Casey Kane up into 10th. Here comes Dan Park following the 19 now. And Matt Kenseth also up here battling for the end of the top 10 as they're now 3 wide. The 19 gets really close to the 40 there. And now you got Dave Blaney up at road with damage back there. Looks like we got a battle for the lead that I can't get to. Lingerfeld back to the race lead. Kenny Wallace now falls behind him. Kenny Wallace though, Lingerfeld hits the apron. Wallace back around the outside. Here at Old Atlanta. Without any yellows, this should take an hour and 15. We're only 5 minutes in, so an hour and 10 left. So around 1:40 we should be done. Around 1:40, 1:30. I would think. 2 o'clock. Biffle moving up. He's looking to pass Voiles now. Voiles up 10 spots though. Already 12 laps into this run. He's making a charge forward, trying to get something to go here at Old Atlanta. Now we'll just leave it to the most exciting. See what it gives us with. They don't have it. We'll just keep it in this. I'll be back. Alright, I am back. Looks like we might have a battle for the race lead again. Kenny Wallace is getting quite close to Lingerfeld. Or maybe Lingerfeld just got him. But Kenny Wallace has a great run off of the turn once again. He's looking to the inside of the 12 car. Lingerfeld hits the apron a little bit there. So they're running about a 31.0, 30.6 there for Mal with the fresh tires. Your felt was a little slower that last time by. So pit stops will probably make a difference here in this race, for sure, for a lot of people. We'll go back. It looks like Kurt Busch now battling 99 and Mitch Hodak, who's back up front this race, trying to get another good finish. But nope, they lose some time there. Here comes Jacob in the 40 on the outside of the 99. Here in the turn one, though. 99 holds on to that spot for the moment. Everybody is back on track. We'll go see how everybody else is doing back here. We'll go find our points leader, Bowen Adams, right now in the 3 car. And he's right here. He's in a jumble of cars. Right behind Ricky Red, who started dead last. Ricky Red is up to 28th. Bowen Adams has fallen 9 spots, though, from 20th. That's not a good run here so far for him. We'll sit with the 3 for a little bit. Being this far back in this race is definitely not going to help with only a 2-point lead here. Bowen Adams out to the inside of Ricky Red here. With Kevin Harvick right behind the 28. And man, the top 4 are pulled away. We're going to go back up there. Don't know what happened, but 5th place, Greg Biffle. Definitely looks like he's holding up the pack as these 4 are pulled away and Mal is up here with them. Connie Wallace, 2nd to Lingerfelt, then Devin Zimmerman, Daniel Voiles. See what they can all do here as they continue to pull away from the rest of the pack. Voiles now to the inside of Devin Zimmerman. For 3rd place, can he get there and hang on to it? Not quite yet. Voiles hits the apron a little bit. That will allow Devin Zimmerman to get around the outside there. And Jacob has gotten himself up into 5th place, 10 spots from 15th in the restart. Him and the 38 are on a mission. And Biffle still up 4 from where he started, so that's a good night for him. As we look back here, and he got the 99 almost into Matt Kenseth. Mitchell Hodak trying to hang on. I think they may have hit the wall with how slow they went there. And that allows Markle now the 19. But Casey Kane and possibly Emerson Arden in the 48 to get around the 99. We'll see. That was really, really close there. Now Lingerfeld up to a 2nd lead, trying to keep Malenko, however many laps down he is, after pitting and starting from pole, getting the damage from hitting the wall. Mal's 3 down, Dave Blaney's 9 down from hitting the wall. Now it looks like Emerson will also clear the 99 like we were talking about, so we'll see if they end up hitting. Maybe they did hit the wall or not. Biffle's starting to lose some spots now. That's the 2nd person that has passed him. Michael Waltrip trying to pass him, I should say. And here comes the 38. Voiles back on Devin Zimmerman as they're right there with Kenny Wallace, but they're losing time to Lingerfeld up here first. So we'll see how that continues to go for them. Here comes Devin Zimmerman looking for second place once again, and Kenny Wallace here. Looking to the inside. Here in turns 1 and 2, and he's got a good run. As long as he doesn't hit the apron and he gets a little loose there on the bottom and cannot get it to work. Now you got Matt Kenseth and Merkel battling. Merkel in the 42 won the Red Bull Ring earlier this year, but that's the only race he's done well at. He is the worst guy with a win in points, I think. Like the 20th place or something, or worse. And now we got a battle up here for 6. Kurt Busch has caught up to Jacob Provost. Michael Waltrip with the 15 pushes the 40 around the 97. Michael gonna try to go around both of these guys on the high line. Kurt hits the apron, gets a little loose there. He cannot hang on to it. But Michael Waltrip does get through past both of them. He's up into the top 5 now. We'll continue to watch this 3-car battle. Kurt Busch trying to go around the outside of the 40 now. He's there and he clears. It's going to allow Matt Kenseth to get there. Maybe not. The 40 does keep low. Matt Kenseth gets loose on the high line, and he allows the 42. Markle Kenseth goes into the wall. He got loose and couldn't keep it out of it, and Kenseth now is going to have to pit in the 17 car. He definitely has damage on that car. He probably will try and get down this time unless he's blocked in by the 19. Maybe not. Kenseth is just going to try staying out. Like some others that have gotten damaged from the wall. It looked like he hit it pretty decently. But now he's back up to Biffle already. And he clears him. Maybe it wasn't that hard of a hit. Top 4 is still pulling away. We're going to continue to watch the battles back here. Now you got the 48 of Emerson trying to block the 19 of Casey Kane there, and he can't. And Emerson chops the nose off of the 19 there. As they continue to do battle up here. Casey came back to the bottom here of the 48. Can he get around Emerson Arden? He cannot quite yet. And here comes the 16 of Greg Biffle trying to get around the 42. Markle up here is the 19 is still battling the 48. They're right there with Matt Kenseth, and the 16 of Biffle pits. Maybe he got damaged or it's pit stops. We are in lap 33, so maybe he's the first one to pit. Yep, because there's another car with him. We're going to go up to the leaders now. It looks like Lingerfelt might be coming in here on lap 33. Maybe not. He was just right in the bottom. Nope, he is pitting. It looks like Kenny Wallace is too. Devin Zimmerman and the 38. Out of these 4, we're going to stay with Lingerfelt for the pit stop and see what happens. And it looks like Markle will stay out and take the race lead. Looks like Kyle Petty, Jesse Adams, Bill Elliott, Devin Smith, Hubert, Cropley, Gutierrez, all will stay out and try to, extend that 1 extra lap. Lingerfelt does come out first. He had a 35-second for the Zimmerman 36, 36, and 39. Kenny Wallace had a horrible stop there. So that's going to hurt him. It looks like everybody else that stayed out that last time came in except for Angel Gutierrez in the 25. Which I don't know where they are to be able to find them. They're probably going to pit this time. There they are. So Angel Gutierrez did get the lead a lap, it looks like. It should be coming in this time by. They do pit this time. We'll see what the 25 cycles out. Lingerfeld, Zimmerman, Voiles, Kenny Wallace, Biffle, your top 5 it's going to be after they get past Angel here. It's about 33 to 35 laps of gas for everybody. So the next time they should start pitting around lap 66. Angel now coming off pit road as the leaders are going around them now. I am curious, we do have one guy in pit road still. That might be Kenseth. We'll have to wait and see. And Mal down to 1 lap now. Kenseth up 2 laps down. Angel comes out 32nd. Not a good run right now. Mal up front, trying to stay 1 lap down. He cannot do it. He gets passed by Lingerfeld just like that. Goes back to 2 laps down. So when he pits, he will probably end up being 3. Now we're waiting for tires to wear out, man. Top of 9 came out better than where he was. He started falling back early on. Jacob's still 7th, Michael Waltrip 8th. 9th is Markle, and 10th is Dan Park. Dan Park has moved up into the top 10. He fell back quite a bit. Casey Kane, Emerson, and then you got a battle back here for around 13th, Gavin and Kyle Petty. The 40 and the 21 have a rivalry. These are 2 co-workers of mine. They said their cars have a rivalry for the season. So that's a own personal battle between the 2. We'll see how that continues to brew throughout the season. We will take a look at that after, too, who's better in points. And Kyle Petty right now, Jacob, though, is beating him in the race. Dave Blaney with his damage. 8 laps down, Kenseth 5 down. He just came off pit road. Mal has pit lap 5, so he'll be pitting here soon. Jacob now battling Todd Bodine up here. It looks like Kenny Wallace. Kenny Wallace and the 38 of Voiles right now trying to get around the 7 of Malenko, who's on old tires. They're trying to keep pace with Devin Zimmerman as Lingerfeld is out 2.5 seconds, 2.6 seconds ahead. We'll see how that continues to go for them. Kenny Wallace got a good run off before. He's looking to the inside. Not as good as he thought it was. It looks like Mal now pits. For his normal stop. Kenny Wallace now falling back. You got a battle for 8th place. Michael Walter getting closer to the 42 Markle here. We are live, okay. Waltrip not being able to do anything. We go back a little bit. You got a battle. That's not a battle, Dave Blaney. You're just battling Emerson for no reason. You got a battle between Gavin and Casey Kane. Gavin is caught up to the 19, but he got loose on the bottom there as they're coming up on the lap traffic of the 07. And you got Jesse Adams now battling the 43. Right now, Jeff Green. Around the outside goes the 1 of Jesse. Now looking to get Kyle Petty up here. And with the lapper in the way, where will Jesse Adams go? Jesse does go to the bottom, but that allows Kyle Petty to get a little bit farther away. Kenseth just came out back out and track ahead up there. And now Jesse Adams looking to the inside of Jeff Green. as I think he lost that spot to the 43 as they had the 07 in the way here. Jesse Adams sends it to the inside, and the 07, who's really slow on top, now in the way of the 43. Jesse Adams could not get it done. They both got a great run off the top there, and now Ben Park battling Kevin Harvick back here for the 17th spot. Harvick on the outside. The outside seems to be better here at Old Atlanta. He does get the run off, as they're now catching up to the 43, and the one of Jesse Adams here is still battling. They can't seem to get around that lapper of the 07. Lingerfeld out to a 3.5 second lead now, just pulling away. And Jesse Adams still continues to battle Jeff Green here. They're going to go 3 wide here. This could be bad. Looks like they made it through for now. They're going to put the 07. It looks like 3 wide again, maybe. Nope, not quite. And man, Jesse Adams lost spot to Ben Park there through all that. And now Harvick, Ricky Rudd, Devin Smith all battling back here with Dale Jarrett also in the 88. Damn. Jesse Adams still trying to get back around Ben Park here. As Jeff Green tries to get around Casey Kane for the 14th spot. And we got a battle for 5th. It looks like Biffle and Merkel are now battling. Merkel passes the 16. And he gets up in the 5th. A long way to the top 4. Or the next 3 cars, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are all about, what, 2.5 seconds ahead. Biffle got right back around the 42 there. That's going to allow Jacob to get up to Merkel here. Jacob poking his nose to the inside. Can't quite do that yet on the 42. So the 7 did pit. I didn't see him on pit road, so I was just checking. As these guys are getting close to their 2nd stops. Here comes the 40. Jacob to the inside of Markle here. Can't make it work. And he's going to lose some time here now. We'll go back here. You got Todd Bodine and Michael Waltrip battling. Todd Bodine goes to the outside off of turn 4, and that should give him the run on the 15 of Michael Waltrip. I mean, he would have gotten it there at the line. As the other 2 are battling up ahead also. These 2 are still side by side though. And Michael Waltrip holds on to that position for now, and it looks like Jacob gets around the 42 in that 40. Lingerfeld out to a 4-second lead now. Dan Park trying to catch up to the guys ahead of him, Todd Bodine and Michael Waltrip. He's hanging on to that top 10 spot though. But Gavin right now in 11th trying to get up there also. Let's go find Bone Adams, our points leader, see how he's doing in the 3. Looks like he is not having a good day. Right now, Bone Adams only 2 points ahead, I think, of Mike Bliss, who's literally 2 positions behind him, but there's a lot of people within 100 points, so this points table is going to shuffle up halfway through here, probably, and Bone Adams 34th, lost 14 spots so far. Not having a good day. We're gonna stay with Jake. It looks like he might be catching up to Biffle here. Maybe not. Maybe they aren't catching up like I thought. Now actually, these three have caught up to Boyles. Boyles has really fallen off in the 38 here. It looks like Jacob finally getting closer to the Greg Biffle here. Biffle slides up. Jacob has a great run out the corner. Biffle trying to side route the 40, but can't get it to work. And Jacob clears him. But Biffle all the way in the high line there. And we're only a couple of laps away from them pitting once again. The 40 clears him, but here comes Biffle right back on the bottom. And he clears. Now the two guys behind the leader of the two lap cars are trying to go and unlap themselves. And Jacob goes to the inside of Boyles here. First time in a while that a top four spot has changed. And Jacob up into the top four. Takes fourth away from the 38 of Boyles. Boyles now falling back. Michael Waltrip has the fastest lap of the race. Did not even see that. And Biffle right back at the 38 here. That's going to be for the fifth spot. Boyles now falls to sixth. But Biffle hits the apron here. Here comes Boyles right back at him. Boyles clears, takes the spot. Biffle hits the curb again with the apron. He got really tight there, and so that's going to lose time there. We'll go back to 10th. So it looks like maybe Dan Park catching up to Todd Burdine here. Vroom. Dan is trying to go a little higher though, but we're going to go back up front. It's 33 and 36 here. We're going to see when Lingerfeld pits here. He should be pitting lap 30, or sorry, 68 if he actually goes 34 laps again. So we're getting close to pit stops. Got about 40 minutes left in this race. And pit stops have started? The 36th place car pit. Which is Devin Smith. So, yep, pit stops have started. Looks like Mal has pitted also for some reason. Unless Mal has passed him position-wise because of pitting. And Lingenfeld should be pitting on the next lap. I don't see many others pitting it. Biffle would be the first one to, I would think. Lingerfeld pits this time. Looks like Devin Zimmerman pits. Same with Jacob, Kenny Wallace, Biffle, Michael. Kyle Petty stays out. Same with Voiles and Markle. They both stay out. So there's a little bit of a differencing strategies. Looks like Voiles will pit this time. Markle will stay out one more. Looks like Kyle Petty will stay out again also. There's Lingerfeld coming off the pit lane. 42 will be just behind him. Looks like the 42 and Markle should be pitting this time. They are coming down pit road. What about Kyle Petty? Kyle Petty is coming down this time. Jesse Adams, and it looks like Angel Gutierrez will take the race lead for now. Yeah, holding up Kenny Wallace a lot right here. A lot of people up here in the way. And Angel Gutierrez pits that time. Lingerfeld is the race leader still. We gotta wait for everything to cycle out. Interesting. Lingerfeld will be the race leader after this lap here. And you got Jacob over in second. A couple lap cars. Jacob is now second over Devin Zimmerman. Kenny Wallace fourth. Biffle now fifth. Devin Smith, Dan Park, Jeff Green, Merkel, and Michael Waltrip, your top 10. Voiles has fallen outside the top 10. That is not good. Looks like Kenseth is having a problem, or he's just here, or just on his normal pit stop. We'll go back to fifth place. God damn it. We'll go back to fifth place. Biffle here he's got a train of cars behind him. Alright, so we'll go back here. Merkel, Michael Waltrip are battling. Devin Smith is up here. He did put a 4 lap sooner, but he got him into the top 10, but he's got 4 lap older tires at Atlanta. That is not good. And the 42, who has the better lap tires than him by like a couple more, is now right around the 94 easily. Zimmerman trying to hang on. Smith trying to hang on to the top 10. Can't quite do that yet. Lingerfeld has a 6-second lead over the 40 of Jacob, who's up 13 spots here today. In in-lap traffic. Oracle now to the 43 of Jeff Green, and he's going to clear for 7, or trying to clear for 7. And it looks like he will with his fresher tires. Almost hits Dan Park there as he gets around Dan for 7th. Dan now falling back. He now might have Jeff Green to pass him. As the 42 does have the freshest tires up here. And here comes Jeff Green around the outside of the 9 of Dan Park. Dan falls back to 8th now. As Zimmerman closes in. And Jacob for 2nd place. Can he get around Provost? Provost. They have caught us half a second on Lingerfeld, but Lingerfeld, like I said, is in traffic. And these two are all alone compared to the 12. So if they get to racing, they'll probably end up losing time. But they are gaining time at the moment. And I think because Devin has the win, he's top 10 in points. He, at the moment, him or Lingerfeld will probably end up being the points leader, I think. That's just my guess. If it stays like this, it'll probably be Lingerfeld. Unless Devin was quite a bit ahead of him in points, which I don't remember. I think they both might have a win this year. And Lingerfeld has fallen back behind all the lappers now. So these two are just trying to chase down. But Dan Park now falling, and here comes Todd Bodine looking at his outside. Dan's going to fall back to 10th place. Voiles back there in the 38 wants to get back into the top 10. After it looks like a rough, slow stop of 43 seconds. That's why Kenny Wallace lost time again too, 43-second pit stop. Now Kyle Petty gets around Voiles there. Gavin trying to keep up with his friend who's up in the 2nd place now. And now we go up here. Todd Bodine trying to catch up to Jeff Green and Michael Waltrip here. Green trying to go around Michael. And he does around the outside there. Now Michael a little bit slower. Looks like here comes Todd Bodine also on him. As Jeff Green catches Biffle. Todd Bodine looks like he had the better run. As Dan Park got passed by Kyle Petty. 4/10. Dan trying to fight back there. There was a little lag there. I saw that. I don't know what that was, but cool. Looks like Devin Zimmerman might be catching up for second. Because they're down to 3.5 seconds on Lingerfelt. They are catching him. 31.3, 31.0, 30.7 for Zimmerman. He goes around the outside of Jacob here. He had a great lap there. As he's going to go try and chase down Lingerfelt. So they're going to be pitting around lap 100 now. Probably. 100 to 99. So we're getting close to pit stops once again. Go to, oop, I didn't mean to hit that. Go back to the end of the top 10 here where it's getting spicy. You got Biffle and Dan Park battling. This is for 10th place. Biffle gets back around the line of Dan Park there. And then you got a battle up here. Jeff Green goes around Todd Bodine. Now Biffle looking to pass Kyle Petty. Stay with Kyle Petty. He's in the middle of two cars that are pretty close together. They're catching up to Lingerfeld. We're going to go back up front, actually. It's about 1.5 seconds now. We'll go on board with the 33 here for a little bit. God damn it. Where's the right? There we go. We'll see if he can get up to Lingerfeld. So it's 1.2. Oh, they're all pitting. What the hell? I feel like this is a little early for all of them. But the three of them all pit together here in lap 87. So we got some different strategies being played now. They want those fresher tires here. Now you got Kenny Wall staying out on track with the 42 Merkel. And they all come out where they came in, these guys so far. Now we're gonna go find our race leaders. They're still on track. And they're all pretty close together. For these guys. They're all pretty close together. Now you got Markle and Kenny Wallace still out on track. Now we're gonna stay with these two, see when they pit. Kenny Wallace pits now. We know the 42 is probably not going to. He should be able to make it to 100. That's the 42 pit. He pits early. They all pitted early. They only went like 20 laps that time instead of 33. I don't get it. Jeff Green stays out. Now we have really different strategies going on. Some people not going the full 30 laps like they need to. While Jeff Green and Dan stayed out, Devin Smith, Jarrett Adams, and Mark Martin. Let's see, does Jeff Green pit here this time? He does. Dan Park does not. Biffle trying to lap himself or trying to put himself 2 down. Or 1 down. Oh, some guys back are hitting each other back there. Dale Jarrett and somebody. Dan still stays out. Now he shouldn't be able to go anything past 98. That'd be 30 laps. With how low he is, I think he's pitting this time. And Dan Park is pitting. About Devin Smith is not pitting. He stays out and takes the race lead. And pitted lap 64, so he should have already pitted. The 94 should be pitting this time. Nope. He's getting passed by everybody now. Dale Jarrett only about a second back from him. Emerson almost hit the wall there. And it's only Devin Smith and Dale Jarrett out here now. As Lingerfeld's back up to third. Same with Zimmerman, Jacob, and Kenny Wallace. And they should have all been able to go almost to nearly 100, but looks like Devin Smith and Dale Jarrett are maybe the only 2 trying it. Obviously, they're both going to go lap down, I think, here now with doing that. I think Devin Smith is coming in this time. With how low he is. Dale Jarrett stays out. It looks like he's not pitting again. He is going to make it to 100. He's going to go the full 30 laps. In theory, he should only have to do 1 more pit stop. If he can get down this time. He's not getting down. Or he's trying to and it's not working. Lingerfeld only has a second lead on Zimmerman now. Dale Jarrett's still not pitting. Oh, it looks like he might be now. He did not. He was on the bottom, but proceeded not to. Zimmerman's really close to Lingerfelt. Half a second. Dale Jarrett still stays out on the track. So maybe he can go the whole 33 laps that they did on the very first run. Zimmerman is there at Lingerfelt. 2 tenths. About 10 seconds back from this. He is going low, the 88 this time. Will he actually pit? Does not look like it. Zimmerman did get around Lingerfelt. They're backed up all the way at the end of the lap traffic. Here comes Dale Jarrett finally. There's Zimmerman, there's Lingerfelt. Zimmerman finally made it happen throughout all those stops. Dale Jarrett finally pits. We got a battle for third. Jacob and Kenny Wallace almost dooring each other on the front straightaway. They all have fresher tires. Kenny Wallace has fresher tires in the top two. Same with the 42, the 16, the 43, and the 15. All have fresher tires than the top three, or what was the top three. Kenny Wallace finally gets around Jacob. He's going to go chase down Lingerfelt and Devin Zimmerman. We're going to try to, I should say. And we're getting close to the end of this thing. Under 50 to go. You know, I mean, Zimmerman has pulled out to a 2.2 second lead over Lingerfelt. Kenny Wallace is catching up to him. Mal not gonna pass Zimmerman or Lingerfelt because he has fresher tires probably. We'll stay with Kenny Wallace now as he catches up to Lingerfelt here with fresher tires. Where will Kenny Wallace go? He is looking to the outside here off of turn number 2. The 12 gets really close to him after hitting the bottom of the track, and he clears Lingerfelt with ease. If they can all make it to 132, they should be able to make it to the end, but I don't know if they all can. Jeff Green, out of all these guys, the top 7 has the freshest tires with lap 94. Dale Jarrett has the freshest, depending on wherever the fuck he came out. Kenny Wallace about 2.2 seconds back from Zimmerman. And Merkel got around Lingerfeld also. The fresher tires are moving up slowly but surely. Now, the big thing is what's going to happen when Mal gets to Zimmerman. Will he slow him up a lot as a lap car? It's about 2.1 seconds now. Here's Devin Zimmerman for Kenny Wallace. Got about 13 minutes left in this race. Boom. Doesn't really look like Markle's moving up either. 31.2, and he is now battling Mal. So hopefully this helped Kenny Wallace here. Oh, Kenny lost a lot of time there that last lap. 31.3 to 31.2. What did Zimmerman set this time? 30.9. 31.3, yeah, so Kenny Wallace lost 3/10 there. That's not good. Lingerfeld's coming back at the 42 now. Lingerfeld back to the inside of Merkel here. This is for third. He can't quite get it to work yet. Now, once again, trying to pass the 33 Zimmerman to get that lap back. And he does get one back. That slows Zimmerman up just a bit. Now he's back to 2 down. Well, that happening, that does allow Kenny Wallace to get a bit closer. 1.8 seconds now. With 32 laps to go and one pit stop looming for all these drivers. Zimmerman, it'd be like a lap 128 for Zimmerman. And 130 for Kenny Wallace to pit. 1.4 seconds for Kenny Wallace here, catching up to Zimmerman. Zimmerman is very low on track, so he might be pitting now with 30 to go. Cutting it really close. Looks like, yep, the 33 does pit. Kenny Wallace stays out. Takes the race lead here from Markle, who's about 0.3 back. Kenseth gets the lap back. We are under 10 minutes left in this race. Kenny Wallace still out on track. This should be, in theory, this time by he would pit. If he pits the 2 laps after Zimmerman pit. Kenny Wallace pits this time. Merkel stays out now in the 42. He should pit 2 laps after that. Jeff Green, same thing. Same with Dan Park. Merkel's got like a 5.2 second lead over Jeff Green. He doesn't pit this time. Looks like the 42 will pit this time by. Yep. That leaves Jeff Green out on track for your race leader unless he pits. He does not. Dan Park right with him though, on track. Dan Park goes around the outside here. He will take the race lead from Jeff Green. And Jeff Green pits, Dan Park stays out. Cal Petty pits, Mark Martin pits, Jesse Adam pits. So there's Dan Park and Devin Smith and Dale Jarrett. Dale Jarrett pit lap 105. So we'll see how far he can go. There's Kenny Wallace passing. Damn. Travis Koppel and the 26 are all still out. Meow. Meow. See, it does not look like Dan is pitting this time. And Zimmerman is still your race leader over the 42 of Merkel and Kenny Wallace. And that's about 3/10 right now also. Looks like Dan will pit this time. He's pretty low on the track. And he does. What about Devin Smith? Looks like he might be pretty low on the track too. It looks like he will come down. No, he will not. He stays out another lap. Dale Jarrett's right here also. 42 got around Devin Zimmerman. Merkel does have the fresher tires over the 33. Devin Smith pits. Dale Jarrett stays out. Well, Dale Jarrett hits the wall there from the race lead. He might have gotten put up the track there. I think he's coming down this time earlier than he was supposed to because of that wall hit. It looks like the 88 is pitting. There's Merkel. Where's Zimmerman? Zimmerman now falling a second back from the 42. The 42 is out of nowhere taking the race lead. The strategies of these guys that have turned it around somehow is now going to bite them. The Stewart almost hit the 42 there. This might allow Zimmerman to get back into it. Merkel's really high here off of turn 4. Bowen Adams still trying to beat him to the line. Can't quite do that. Adams almost gets into the back of the 42 there. All this should be slowing the 42 to help Devin Zimmerman. It does. Bowen gets right back around the 42 now. Alright, so I had to do something right there. And we are back. Zimmerman has caught up to Merkel here with only about 20 or so to go. They're going around the outside of the 42 now. But these two battling will just allow Kenny Wallace to get into this fight. Merkel does have the fresher tires than the 33. Kenny Wallace also has fresher tires than the 33. Same with Lagerfeld. And Jeff Green has the freshest tires. If they can somehow get up here, they're 5.5 seconds back. Zimmerman, though, clears. We're coming around to 12 to go this time by. Can Zimmerman pull away from the 42 now? Zimmerman now half a second out front. No traffic ahead for a little bit. 11 laps to go here this time by. And Merkel is not letting the 33 get away. We do have lap cars. Matt Kenseth up ahead. Malenko up ahead. Kenny Wallace is now within a second also. 1.7, sorry. Within a second of Merkel. The 42 lost a lot of time, it looks like, there in that turn. Now 7/10 for Zimmerman. I think they're both going for the second win of the year. Devin's running a little higher. Hopefully his tires are not starting to wear. Lingerfeld, who led most of this race, just kind of choked us away down to fourth. At least it's still a good points day for him. It looks like Merkel might be catching back up. 3/10 from Devin Zimmerman. Nope, now 5/10. He keeps losing it, gains it, loses it, gains it, loses it. The 5 has gotten to the inside of the 42. Chris, that's going to lose the 42 a lot of time. 5, Christian Bracken, for some reason fighting. But Zimmerman is caught up to Matt Kenseth. We'll see how this goes for him. Can he pass the 17 easily? Tries to go around the outside. Goes to the bottom here to pass Kenseth. Should be able to here in 3 and 4. Kenseth goes really high, almost into the wall there. He clears the 17. Markle has lost time somehow with that going on. And Zimmerman now to the line. 4 to go. Sorry, 5 to go. Markle gets passed by the 5, so Zimmerman now has 2 lap car buffer in between him and the 42 here. It's becoming closer to 2-second gap. Yum, yum. Yum. This time by it'll be 2 to go for Devin Zimmerman. Two laps to go for the 33. We do have some pit stops, which is weird. Some people were not able to make it. Can Zimmerman make it to the end? He should be able to. Coming off of turn 4, Zimmerman's going to take 1 lap to go here. Starting 7th place, and it looks like he's going to get the win and get it done here at Old Atlanta. Now, Echo Park Speedway might possibly be the new points leader here. Zimmerman comes off of turn 4. He's going to win here at Old Atlanta. Markle gets 2nd. 3rd place, Kenny Wallace. Lingerfeld, god damn it. Lingerfeld gets 4th. 5th place, Jeff Green. Kyle Petty, Biffle, 6th and 7th. Voiles keeps the top 10. Dan Parker top 10. And Ricky Rudd hangs on top 10. Jacob, who ran top 10 basically all day, could not get it done. Dale Jarrett and his alternate strategy got 16th back there. Now we gotta wait for everybody to hit pit road. We will turn off this though. Alright, looks like everybody's on pit road. Cool. Oh, maybe not. Gavin got pushed in the pit road. Or, what the fuck? Oh, he's back. I'm gonna go see what the 21 just did there. What the fuck? Oh, Martin just turned him. And he just turns into the grass. Make a detour. Yum. What the fuck? Never seen an AI do that. That's funny. Oh, it hits Tony Stewart. He's got beef. Yeah, he's the only one left. That's funny. Gavin got 18th. Alright, let's go take a look at the points. Or results, then points. Devin Zimmerman gets the win, leads 33 laps here today at the 152. Markle led 11, 16 for Kenny Wallace, 69 for Lingerfeld, who dominated the day. 3 for Jeff Green, Foils 1, 5 for Dan Park. A lot of people led today. 4 for Devin Smith. I don't think, oh, no. Angel Gutierrez got 2. I don't think anybody else did, though. Nope. We had 31 in the lead lap. There's the rest of the results for everybody else to take a look. Let's go look at the points. And it looks like Devin Zimmerman is the points leader after his second win of the year. 15 points ahead of Dan Park, 27 over Devin Smith, Angel Gutierrez, Lingerfelt, Mike Bliss, Bowen Adams, Tony Sturger, all within 100 points. Kyle Petty and Top Bodine round out your top 10. So Zimmerman, the first one to get 2 wins in the year. Nobody has 2 poles though. Um, let's see how all the race winners stack up so far. So far, everybody is first, 5th, 8th, 12th, 17th, 19, 27, 28, and 29th in points. Mark Martin, Harvick, and Cropley have not had a good year. Markle's now up to 12th, but still 135 back. Um, top fives. It is Zimmerman with 5 over Lingerfelt with 4. And then Merkel, Wallace, and Stewart all with 3, and a bunch of people with 2. As for top 10s, it is Dan and Devin Smith with 5 5. Lingerfelt and Zimmerman all with 5 apiece. And they are all first, second, third, and fifth in points on that. And then rounding out your top 5 and top 5s is Matthew Hubert, Wallace, Kenny Wallace, Rusty and Kenny Wallace, and Angel Gutierrez all with 4. And obviously for average finish, it's probably your points leader. No, it is not. Zimmerman has a 16th average place. Angel, Dana, and Smith all have 15th. Laps completed. Only 3 people looks like they have done every lap or the most laps completed. Top and Iron, Bone Adams, and Mike Bliss with 1,117. And then your lap leader in the year is Lingerfelt with 181 over the Zimmerman 178. Incident points. I actually kind of want to go look at that from the race. 14 for Devin or Ben Park on the year. World Trip 12, 11, 11, and 10. So, oh, you can't look at the results. Cool. Let's see. Incident points today. 2 for Merkel. 4 for Ricky Red. 4 for Waltrip. 4 for Casey Kane. 2 for Mark Martin. And 2 for Mal and Dave Blaney. And then 8 for Kenseth. So he hit the wall more than once, I think, today. Oof. And we'll see you guys next time for. Oh, get out of here. Looks like Charlotte Motor Speedway. Peace out, guys.